Leadership. I've just had the pleasure and honor of joining a whole bunch of classmates for a wonderful journey that I've been on, completing a master's. We had a million different kinds of people involved in it from all walks of life that taught me an awful lot, including a few professors along the way that tried to knock my sense into me, which was tough at times, I can tell you that. But I had all kinds of leaders around me my whole life, and I've been so fortunate. I think of Wayne Gretzky, Steve Larmer, Bob Gainey, Roger Nilsson, Steve Yzerman. The list just keeps going on and on. Ron Francis, Mark Messier. I've been blessed to play with all of these absolutely incredible leaders, coaches. When I was thinking about this, when working on this program today, I thought, what are all those leaders like? What do they all have in common? And there were a couple of things that came to mind. The first one was they want to make a difference. They want to do something to make a difference, whatever they did, whether it was off the ice, on the ice. The second thing was they made everybody around them better. So for all of you out here, isn't that what leadership is all about? So anyway, here's Sutter now, going to play in that game. There's a guy on the other team in the opposition by the name of Willie Platt. Willie Platt was a tough guy, a real tough guy. And he was running around in our team and intimidating them and causing all kinds of problems for our group. Brian, the first shift, went out and fought Willie Platt with one shoulder. I've never seen anything like it. He won the fight barely with one arm, grabbed, hung on, did whatever he had to do, and then beelined it for the locker room. That was the end of him until later in the playoffs. It wasn't the fight. We've had enough about fighting in the National Hockey League. It wasn't the fight. It was more than that. He was our inspirational leader. He was our emotional attachment to leadership, and he went out and did it by example. Tie this all up in a bow and see if you can figure it all out, and where's it all going with this emotional intelligence. This is what's happening today. Well, it's happening in sports, finally. Finally, it's happening in sports, where coaches are starting to get players engaged and involved emotionally in the decisions of what's going on with the team. Just like in business, it's starting to happen, more so in major companies, but it's filtering down, where all of a sudden, emotionally, employees are starting to get engaged and be right involved in the decision-making process, and the big guys know all about the little guy through the whole process. I needed to send him a message, but I had to send it on his terms, because that's the way they work today. You don't want to send it on your terms. You want to make them feel like it's their idea. And that is empowerment, and that really is the authentic leader.